I remember when you did promotion for the first record, you said it feels really good now. It's my thing. I don't have a band I have to listen to, but now it seems there's Miles becoming something like a permanent member. So.
Well, I mean, when I was doing the last record, it was, you know, just being able to do something that I was more or less controlling, you know, and didn't have to answer to anybody. And in this particular situation, I really collaborated a lot with Miles, but it's still sort of my thing, so I still don't have to necessarily answer to anybody. But they're a good bunch of guys to work with. They're really low maintenance. They don't have a lot of unnecessary baggage, you know, and they just want to play. So it's a good setup for me because that's all I really want to do as well. So it's not complicated. Most of the bands I've been in have a tendency to have one or two guys that are really complicated. So, you know.
And is there somebody still missing you would love to work with one day?
It's not really like that. It's like these things just pop up spontaneously. It's not like I ever was thinking about it beforehand and going, God, I want to work with so-and-so or work. They were just situations that came out of the blue that I didn't see coming and didn't really plan for. So I'm sure there's stuff coming up that I have no idea what it is, but I don't have any sort of expectations of anything that I'd like to do, you know, at this point. And I'm really focused on getting this record out and then going and doing this tour and stuff, so.
And when we talk about the new record, what is your favorite song?
Of the new record?
Yes.
It's hard for me to pick a favorite song because you're so close to all the material. You don't write, you know, like one song to be better than the others or anything. But there's a song called No More Heroes on the record that is special to me only because, I mean, it's a good song, but more importantly, it was one of the first songs that Miles and I really collaborated on, and he played guitar and wrote his parts, and I had my parts, and we put them together, and it really worked out great. And it sort of, for me personally, was an indicator of a really great sort of collaborative kind of synergy that we had going on.
The last question, one thing I think that's very interesting is you were brought up in two different countries, in London, and then you moved to the States. Do you still feel today like being two hearts in your world, like the British man and the US American, maybe the African roots?
Well, I mean, I feel very connected to my British roots for sure. But in the States, it's more, you know, I've been in Los Angeles, which is very cosmopolitan, a lot of different types of people living there. So it doesn't feel, you know, when you think American, I think of John Cougar Mellencamp and that kind of American, Bruce Springsteen kind of thing. I don't feel like that, but I definitely feel connected to America. I've been there for a long time in sort of that sort of LA kind of a way, and New York and all that. But it's really, I don't feel like, well, I'm half British and half American. It was just sort of a crazy mix of the two, you know?
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Cool. All right.